What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Rage Baiting with Spider-Man. Today we dealt with a trash talker in one of the games. We also have 3 games. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like and sub button. It's also my birthday tomorrow on the 7th, and all I wish for is, if you enjoy the video, to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, starting off this first game, there was 3 healers on the other team, so I was like, you know what, I'm probably gonna have to focus one of the healers. 3 healer meta. If I go for like a DPS or if I go for anyone else, they're probably just gonna heal them and it's gonna be impossible to kill them. So what I was gonna do here is go for the healer with the most output. So whichever healer I feel like is gonna heal the most. In this case, it was either Cloak, Jeff, or Gambit, and I have a feeling Cloak is gonna heal the most, so that's who I ended up going for. Bro, look at my body. What the hell? So the second time around, I thought I could get a free kill. I tried to push her, but I was humbled, got obliterated. I think it was the Gambit that ended up killing me. But anyways, I decided to come back because Strange hit an amazing ult, and it just made it so easy for me to get that cloak. So I went directly for her, and because she was the only one that died, I know I'd be able to hold her in the spawn at least for a couple of seconds until someone else could come in and help her. Yo, he just broke me. Yo, I can't hit anything. I'm trash. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Now, after that embarrassing play, we did end up actually eliminating him. It just took a while. Thankfully, this guy's on healer, not DPS, or they would have absolutely cooked me. But anyways, I waited then again, and then I found the opportunity to go for it. I tried the ult, and it was a terrible ult. She ended up using her healer ult, and I couldn't really do anything about it. I was going to try to come back, see if I could pull her out of the ult and kill her. So that's what I tried to do, but she was quick enough to go invisible. I completely also missed my tracer cancel, and then, yeah, so I had to wait for one of my teammates to eliminate her, and then after that, I went towards the spawn, and I waited. Now, it was at this point where Cloak wasn't playing all too well. They felt that, you know what, maybe Cloak isn't it. They're going to go Strange, and at the same time, I just also realized that they didn't even have a tank, so that's why we were pushing them so aggressively, is because they were missing a tank. They had 3 DPS and 3 healers. Yeah, I think we got to go for Iron Man now. Now, as you guys can see here, I'm having a terrible game. I'm not playing that good, but at the same time, we at least got them off of that 3 healer comp, and then now I was like, you know what, I could go for a DPS instead. So we started focusing the Iron Man, trying to deal and eliminate him, just keep him in the spawn. Meanwhile, the Cloak, who now went on Strange, was going through it. They were the only tank on the team. They just had no choice but to leave their shield out because they were consistently 1 HP. And one thing is, they thought switching to tank would stop them from being rage baited, but what this guy didn't know is I'm currently playing really bad and my team is carrying me. So now he's gonna have to go to the front and deal with 5 of my teammates. Anyways, after he ended up getting eliminated, I started the second half. So now that we're starting round number 2 off, I had 2 things in mind. One, we're gonna continue rage baiting Iron Man because he's just been so easy to eliminate. As you see here, he just flew up into my crosshair, out of the line of sight from the other healers, so I was able to get him. And the second thing, if the Cloak is no longer playing Strange and they're back on healer, then we're gonna go for them. Bro, he got off? I barely killed him. Bro, he died 5 times. What made him leave? And then I pulled the scoreboard up and realized that he was gone. So it looked like tank wasn't it for him. He didn't want to go back to healer, and then there was already 3 DPS. So he was like, okay, this game, it's absolutely like over with. I don't want to have to play this anymore. And so he just closed his app. Now, I really wanted to see if we can make another person rage quit. I've never had 2 people just rage quit in the same game before, so I was like, I'm killing the Iron Man very easily. I'm hoping that maybe he will just get mad and then get off the game, but he was fully motivated. This guy was dedicated to just pushing the point, trying to fight me, eliminate me any way possible. He was even pushing me at some point, but look at this. Look how I broke his neck. He was looking at the opposite direction. Unfortunately, I couldn't capitalize and get the kill, but he was definitely staring like way off to the left. He didn't know I was behind the car. But anyways, we still continued going for him. This time I had an ult that I tried to hit him with. The Hulk ended up getting him instead, but we would continue. And now, because they only have 5 people, there's not much that they can do. They really can't go far. My team was already doing really well on attack when they had 6 people, so now imagine with 5. He ended up now making the switch to Psylocke, but there wasn't much he was able to do against me. Bro, look at him. He still wants to fight. Oh, shit. I got a little too confident. He left me 1 HP, had to fall back, get a heal, and then come back and try again. But now he had other ideas. Oh yeah, we're gonna get him. He's going way too deep. Way too deep. So we were able to eliminate him again. Now it was at the point where overtime was activating. We just had to clear them off the point one time, but the entire team was playing together. I tried to still go for him. I don't know why I did that, but I was eliminated. Now, going on here, I was about to get my ult, so I just had to do a little bit of damage, get my ult, and then try to hit him with it, and then also clear the point. GG. So I only had 14 kills that game while my team had like 31, 27. So the moral of the story is, even if you're having a rough game, you're playing bad, it is very possible to rage bait somebody. So even if I didn't get kills because the guy left, I mean, at least the game became a 5v5, right? All right, now going on into game number 2, this was my personal favorite. You guys will hear my reaction in a second in game. It was a regular domination match, and then we just had a trash talker. Going into it, I wanted to see if I can go for like a DPS. And when I looked around, I saw that there was a Scarlet Witch. She was the last one out of the spawn. I wanted to sort of bait her to come towards me, because if I push her with her team there's not much I can do, especially with the aimbot she has. I tried to bait her, just tag, mess around, get into a different position, because there was also a Psylocke that was interested, but I only want one of them. So I tried to tag, mess around again. The Scarlet Witch is paying attention to me, but she won't come towards me. Bro! Oh crap, what the hell? They popped out of nowhere. Now instead, the Psylocke decided to offer themselves up, and they were going to be the ones to try and fight me, so I guess we'll take them.
Gonna get sticky.
I then decided, you know what? I guess we'll go for Psylocke. Usually the first time I hold them in the spawn is the easiest to get the kill, but this time it didn't work out that way. 1 HP! He's typing. As soon as he stood still after eliminating me, I already knew what was coming. Spider-Man, you suck? Alright, bet. Now, as soon as he said that, I was like, alright, bet. I'm gonna make it my goal to make sure that I obliterate this guy. He ended up getting me once. I got him once. So far, we're tied. I was like, nah, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna put like a big gap between how many times he kills me, how many times I kill him. So I was just gonna go in the spawn and wait, but then they had some teammates come in. Why is Scarlet Witch coming back? I guess maybe us messing with the Scarlet Witch earlier was a bad idea, because now anytime that I go for this Psylocke, the Scarlet Witch is the first one to react. She'll turn around, she'll shoot at me. Yo, Scarlet Witch.
Fight for the good guys next time.
Now, mind you, this guy turned around, went out of his way to come back towards their spawn just to target me. And that's not even the person that I want to go for. So I'm not even worried about them. I see the Psylocke, and we were able to get her. Emma also grabbed her with like a choke slam, so we double teamed them, and then we ended up getting her. I waited here in the spawn because I want 1v1s. I want it to be nice and fair for when we fight. Scarlet Witch didn't want that to happen. They were doing everything possible to just not let me get this kill on her. So I missed quite a couple of shots, but I had my ult, and it was time to hit her with that. Scarlet Witch still wanted to fight, so you had to finish her off as well. Unfortunately, we did get an innocent bystander, which was the invisible woman. Yo, Scarlet Witch is just dying to me, and I'm not trying to get her. Get away from me. Now, that ult must have triggered him, because as soon as he died, he started typing again. Look, he's so mad. Now, I knew every time I would kill him, it would work, but the problem is he's playing with his team. The round is about to be over. I'm trying to get him, and then we get hit by a strange ult. Scarlet Witch is now ulting as well. Had to run away from that, and then so get my health pack, come back, and I see him. Wow, they got him. Someone else ended up getting the elimination before I can even reach him. Now I was like, all right, maybe I can get him one time in the spawn before the round officially ends. I waited for him, and so I caught him. Now, it was one of these games to where I was hoping and praying that the other team grabbed the point so I have more time with him. He's gonna type watch. I just wanted one more on him. He's so mad right now. Watch, I'm about to piss him off even harder.
Can be a hero. I believe that.
And just like I predicted, he was triggered by those 3 words. You suck, and they started typing. He said I'd lay you out.
To a spider totem. Yeah.
Bro, I got one
So I
day. He's
wonder if
not
there
laying
are
anybody
raccoon
out.
totems.
Anyways, now we start round number 2. Now, I wasn't just going to be all talk and just type. I wanted to irritate him by actually eliminating him. So it looks like now they've pulled the Namor out. It wasn't him that went Namor, but someone else did, but he was going to take advantage. And I guess his idea was to just chill around Namor, and that's how he will avoid dying to me. Yo, standing next to the Namor is crazy work. That is crazy work. Now, I knew for a fact he was going to take advantage of me being 1 HP and he was going to push up to try to get that elimination. That's exactly what he did, and that's what I wanted. Look at him. I had a feeling that he wants me beyond anything else, and he saw that I was low, so it just made sense for him to push up. Yo, I know a solo will piss him off right now. A solo will go crazy on him. Look at him, look at him.
With the amazing Spider-Man!
Yeah. Watch, I'm waiting for it. He's gonna say something, watch. Now, I knew exactly what was gonna come after that. He was gonna start typing, so I was like, either he's gonna type and be delayed from his team, or he's gonna go AFK, and we're playing chess, not checkers, and that's exactly what I want out of him, so I went straight to the spawn to get an opportunity for another kill. Look at that typing! And you'll see from his POV, he stopped to type and then he went back to moving, but by then it was too late. I dealt most of the damage. All I needed was like 1 web tracer and it was over. Look at him! Now we have a fair 1v1. He's so sick right now, bro. Yo, there's nothing more satisfying than to get in a trash talker, bro. Now, he had no excuse. He can't say I was typing. He can't say I was doing anything. I waited for him outside of the spawn. He has home court advantage, by the way. So this time he decided he was going to take advantage of that. I went straight for the health pack. He decided that he was going to fall back to his spawn to get a heal, but I wasn't going to let that happen either.
Now I got you. I don't want to hit you more than I have to.
And as you guys can hear, I was having the time of my life.
Spider Fist is ready to punch.
Yeah, he really thought he was gonna get in the spawn. I'm weak. Look at him. Yo, this is overkill, bro. He's 3 and 12. It got to a point where even his teammates who were peeling for him, like the Scarlet Witch, the Namor, they stopped helping him out, and they were like, okay, there's nothing else we could do to help him. Bro, I can't believe this. Now, I thought I could maybe get 1 more elimination before the game ended. No! No! We got a kill. Yo! Now, I was a little upset that I got killed to him, but maybe that was a blessing in disguise because that gave him confidence or something to think he was going to own my whole team, and then he got wrecked. Yo. I'm not even going to talk trash, bro. His team is probably cooking him over there. He said, I don't want to hear nothing, Spider-Man. So jumping into game number 3. Now, I'm not gonna lie, most of this game I was like daydreaming, wasn't really paying attention, but they ended up strange portaling. I allowed that for some reason, and then they went towards the point. So that's how the game started. Then there was a squirrel girl that randomly got eliminated while she was fighting. So I was like, you know what? Why don't I just wait in the spawn and then just go for them when they come out? And because they're on squirrel girl, I wasn't really too worried about them countering me or doing anything. And it was the first time that they were gonna see me in this game, so I was able to get the elimination. Now, while I was waiting for her a second time, someone else noticed and they weren't gonna let me slide. Yeah, this guy's weird. Now, usually when someone offers themselves up like that, I'll change targets and I'll be like, you know what? Let's go for them. They'll probably react the most. But this guy is on Mr. Fantastic. There's absolutely nothing that I will do to him, and I don't even want to try. So instead, we waited for the squirrel girl. We were able to kill her, and I need a swing. I need a swing. I ran out of swings, and I was eliminated. Now, here's where the problem is. He ended up switching off Squirrel Girl and went straight to tank, so he didn't even try another DPS. And as a result from that, I didn't even know who I was going to go for. A Spider-Man decided to push me, and he ended up killing me. Now, as soon as he got that kill on me, I was like, you know what? Since he decided to push me, how about we try and target a Spider-Man? I usually don't go for them because of the mobility and the movement that they have. So I usually just don't try and rage bait other Spider-Man players. But this time I was like, you know what? Let us try and see what happens here. So this is like an experimental game. We chased him down. He just kept running away. And this is usually why I don't do it. But we ended up catching him, and then we got him. And from his POV, it looked like he was sort of just trying to get to the team as quick as possible. He didn't go into the room where there was a health pack. And instead, he probably thought maybe one of the healers or one of his teammates would help him out. So he did pop out of the spawn. We started fighting back and forth like usual. And then he grabbed the health pack, and I was just forced to ult on him, or else I probably would have lost that fight. He's mad. And because I ended up solo ulting him, I had a feeling that he's probably going to have his ult as well. Now, I had an idea to where I was going to fall back, get next to my healers, and make him think that he has the perfect opportunity to hit an ult and get like 3 kills. And any Spider-Man player that sees 3 different squishies standing next to each other when they have their ult would be pretty dumb to not use it. I read that. I read that. And as you see here from his POV, he didn't want just me. He also wanted the cloak, so he decided to ult between both of us, and I was able to cancel the ult. We then continue forward, so now we're fighting back and forth. He ended up grabbing the health pack. No, he grabbed it. I had to go swing around. We both used our get over here, and it's just like a hectic battle. But then the Luna ended up eliminating me. Now, going forward, I went straight towards the spawn. I knew the group recently died, and that was just a free pull off the map. That's for switching a group. Spider-Man also ended up coming out shortly after, but this is just the POV of group falling. I didn't have my pull, so I couldn't really do much. Had to delay and distract a little bit. Get the health pack, and then I pushed him. Got him. He was also in the same boat. He didn't have that, so he was just trying to down smash, uppercut, do any damage that he could until he got it back.
The next version of me I meet is nice.
3 seconds. 3 seconds. What?
Spider slick. There they go.
Got him. Even though he was on Groot now, I can't forget he was the very first target we had, so any chance I can get a kill on him, I definitely will. Now, after that, the Spider-Man came back. I now had my ult. I wanted to try and see if I can get another solo ult out of him. He ran into the spawn, and now I tried to ult between him and the spawn, but he was too quick. So, once again, I tried to do the same strategy to where I knew he was going to ult, so I'll now fall back, get with my team, group up, and sort of try to bait him to use it. I didn't know if maybe he just didn't have his ult or he was not falling for it again. There was a bunch of different healer ults. He was fighting in that. He's not going to use his ult in a healer ult. So then I was like, you know what? Let me try and push him, see if he wants to fight. And so I was going to be a little bit more aggressive against him, but he didn't even want to fight me. He was just running. And he had other ideas. He was trying to hit the whole team with an ult. Oh, I didn't pull him. That was bad on my end. I should have pulled him, but for some reason I went towards him instead. I don't know why I did that, but
Watch out, crash the whip.
No portal for you, my boy. Oh, he saved himself. Wait, where's Spider-Man? Oh, he's on Hella. Oh, crap. Now, after that ult, I was looking around for him, but I just couldn't see him. I wasn't able to find him, realized that he actually had switched to Hella. Most times, Hella is banned. This is the one game where she's not, so I was going to have to play a little differently versus just chasing him around all the map. Anyways, this is pretty much how it went down in the first round.
Current score is 0-1.
Now, starting off round number 2, I was going to go for him again. I didn't know if he was going to stay on Hell, if he was going to make a switch or not. And then there was a Jeff who was very aggressive towards me. And I realized that was the same guy that we had started rage baiting first. I guess he decided to get off Groot. But he wasn't our target anymore. We were going to go for Hella, but I ended up getting destroyed. Oh, someone got him. Someone got him. Now, lucky for me, someone else ended up trading me out and sending her to the spawn, so I was able to go directly there. Now, as a whole new half, he thought that I was gonna go fight on the point. Maybe he thought I was eliminated, so I wouldn't be anywhere near him. So that first time was super unexpected for him, and he didn't even fight back. Now, this second time, it got a little rougher. Now, as you see here, he dropped me down to 20. Ooh, that was close. I knew at this point, this guy, if I stand still for too long, he will land his shots and he will destroy me. So this next time, I'm going to play it in a much safer way. I'm going to have to use a lot more util, and I'm going to just show you what exactly I did. And this sort of does help, especially against any of the hit scan characters. It'll make them a lot easier for you to handle. So the entire goal is to just stay out of his crosshair. So hitting double jumps, I'll hit swings and then cancel them, and then I'll dash towards him, because if you dash towards him straight up, he will just land a headshot, kill you. Then instead of doing like a web cancel down smash, I'll do some backflips and fall back while throwing tracers. I'll then swing towards like to the right side, and then he'll like break his neck. And as you see here, he was not able to land any shots on me that time around. So I'm just, if I stay in the ground too long, oh my god, he's landing these shots. He's landed those shots. It only takes like 2 shots from a Hella to completely eliminate a Spider-Man. Now, he made his way to the point. He ulted, but he wasn't able to do much. My team countered him, sent him right back to the spawn to me, and then I was able to get a kill on him again. He gave up, bro. Now, while it was in the game, I thought that Hella actually gave up, because as soon as I hit him with the tracer, he stopped moving. So I was like, maybe he quit and gave up, because we were holding him in the spawn quite a while. And then he did it again, but he decided to just start playing. I'm not gonna lie, I stopped moving because I saw him stop moving. And all it took for him was 1 second to get me super low HP. I had to ult just to make sure to get the kill and then get out of that situation. Now, I wasn't even sure what was going on, and then I went around, tried to get him from behind. He was expecting me. Remember, if you spend too long on the ground, it's over for you. That guy hits his shots. Now, I came back and I was ready to roll. Someone else ended up eliminating the Hella, so he was sent to the spawn. While I was working my way there, I saw the Jeff, the good old guy we were targeting earlier. Just had to get 1 kill on him before we go for Hella. Now, he tried to bird away, but then he pulled himself up towards the wall, and then that got him killed. Now, I was like, okay, now that the game's over, there's no reason to go for Hella. Let's try and get Jeff again. He's ignoring me. Oh, that's why. And that is how game number 3 ended. So let me know, should we continue going for Spider-Man players the next time we Ragebait? Bro, why is this guy talking, bro? The same guy we were originally rage baiting was the one roasting him, telling him, yo, what is wrong with you? But I'm not gonna lie, I mean, he made the good call to switch off, and because of him, I couldn't do anything at all, and I had to go for someone else. So anyways, that is pretty much how the game ended. Thank you guys for watching. These are the stats. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like and sub button, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back on the channel again. Peace.